It was supposed to be a joyful day for Tasha Williams, a kind and confident black woman who had finally found love after years of heartbreak. She entered the luxurious bridal boutique with excitement, ready to find the gown of her dreams. The shop was glittering with chandeliers and silk gowns, but the moment she walked in, the room's energy shifted. The saleswomen glanced at her with cold, judgmental eyes. One whispered to another, and soon their smirks spread. "Are you sure you're in the right place?" one asked in a patronizing tone. "These dresses are quite expensive." Tasha froze, her heart sinking. She explained calmly that she had an appointment, but the staff continued treating her as if she didn't belong, refusing to help, making her wait for hours and eventually handing her an old, outdated dress as a suggestion. As she looked around at the other brides receiving champagne and praise, humiliation burned in her chest. She quietly left the store, fighting back tears. What the staff didn't know, however, was that Tasha's fiancé, David Sinclair, was not just a kind, but he was one of the most successful young billionaires in the state, known for his humility and love for equality. He adored Tasha not for her looks or status, but for her strength, intelligence, and grace. When he learned what had happened, he didn't raise his voice or make threats. He simply smiled and told her, "Let's give them a moment they'll never forget." A month later, the same boutique was buzzing with photographers and reporters. They had been chosen to host a high-profile wedding client, and everyone was eager to impress. When the limousine door opened, the staff gasped out stepped Tasha, radiant and elegant, hand-in-hand with David Sinclair. The store manager nearly dropped her clipboard as she realized who she had humiliated. Cameras flashed as David proudly introduced Tasha as his bride. "This is the woman I'm marrying," he said warmly, "and she deserves every ounce of respect in the world." The room went silent. The same women who had mocked her now scrambled to apologize. Their faces red with shame, Tasha simply smiled, not out of revenge, but peace. She had risen above their ignorance. That day, she didn't just walk in as a bride, she walked in as proof that dignity and grace will always outshine prejudice and hate.